What's going on YouTube? Listen up, young elder gang. This is Shalonda Williams, one of Big Mama's daughters, the lawyer and real estate agent at You with Another Banger. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video, fam. I hope this video get at least 100,000 likes. In the following video, you will find history, definitions, scripture information, and best of all, what we Americans have been deprived of from the beginning, the truth. Keep in mind, this content used in this video is intended for educational and informational purposes only. We will give you the total truth as we best understand it today. Be sure to hit that like button, young elder gang. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hit that bell and don't forget to check back with us every day for new content. All right, let's get started. Today, we're going to be talking about how to buy or start a franchise. So, there are 750,000 franchises in the United States alone, and those franchises employ over 8 million people. I'm going to go through the buying process, what owning one looks like, how much money you're going to make, what is the overhead, and how it works. I want to say I'm proud of my team. That Bag Inc., me and my girls been hitting it big in this game. They are calling me Bag Lady Shalonda, the head honcho. If you want to join my team, just subscribe to the Young Elders page right now. We're going to show you how to get that bag. Right now, I own 7 cars, 11 rental properties. I have an 11,000 square feet home in Atlanta, Georgia. I have 3 condos, 1 in Miami, Florida, 1 in Manhattan, New York, and 1 in Los Angeles, California. Plus, when I'm not staying at them, I make money off them doing Airbnb. Airbnb is a global online marketplace that connects travelers with people who want to rent out their homes or other properties for short-term stays. Airbnb is a peer-to-peer service that allows property owners, known as hosts, to rent out their spaces to travelers, known as guests. Hosts can list their properties on the Airbnb website or mobile app and set their own rates, availability, and other details. Guests can use the platform to find and book accommodations. Hosts can list a variety of properties, including entire homes, single rooms, tree houses, tiny homes, and caves. Airbnb offers travelers unique accommodations at often cost-effective rates. It also provides hosts with a way to earn extra income. I'm about to buy a lake house on Lake Michigan and turn it into an Airbnb. Right now, just off Airbnbs, I make over $10,000 a month. We will get more into that game later. Me and my team, That Bag Inc., also own 3 Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A Inc. offers qualified individuals the opportunity to operate a single Chick-fil-A registered trademark franchised restaurant. The restaurant can be located in a mall, or it could be a freestanding drive-through only, or an inline location. I own 2 Williams Chicken in Texas, which is my own franchise. I also have a 4,000 square feet home in Dallas, Texas. Williams Chicken is going to be big. I'm looking into buying my own chicken farm so that I can be the plug on them birds. When I get that chicken farm up and running, it's game over. This is why they call me the Bag Lady. Join us if you're trying to get a bag. Starting a business is exciting. It's a journey filled with dreams, aspirations, and the hope of creating something unique and impactful for you and your family. It's about taking control, being your own boss, and building something great. The freedom to make your own decisions and the thrill of seeing your vision come to life are unparalleled. But starting from scratch is tough. The road is often filled with obstacles, from financial challenges to market competition. To start a business, you need to identify a business idea, conduct thorough market research, create a business plan, choose a legal structure, secure funding, register your business, obtain necessary licenses and permits, develop your brand, market your business, and build a customer base, ensuring you comply with all legal and regulatory requirements throughout the process. Market competition is the rivalry between businesses that sell similar products or services in a specific market. It can have positive effects, such as driving innovation and improving products and services, but it can also create unfavorable conditions for businesses that can't compete. There are many sellers and buyers in the market, and each seller has a small share of the market. In contrast, a market with a monopoly is one where one company is the only one selling a product. In a monopoly, prices are often high, and the variety of options is limited. Starting a business requires resilience, determination, and a lot of hard work. Franchises offer a different path, a proven system to follow. They provide a blueprint for success, reducing some of the uncertainties that come with starting a new business. Think of your favorite burger joint or coffee shop. These places have become household names, known for their consistency and quality. Chances are it's a franchise. McDonald's, Taco Bell, Wendy's, Burger King, just to name a few. These recognizable brands have built their reputation over time, offering a sense of familiarity and trust to customers. A franchise is a business model where a company, franchisor, grants another party, franchisee, the right to use its brand, business model, and other intellectual property in exchange for a fee and ongoing royalties. The franchisor provides the franchisee with a proven business model, including the brand name and logo, operational structure, market-tested products and services, an established list of approved suppliers, and training and financial planning. In return, the franchisee pays an initial franchise fee and ongoing royalties to the franchisor. The franchisee may also benefit from the franchisor's established brand recognition and business systems. Franchises can be found in many sectors, including hospitality, retail, technology, and environmental services. Some well-known franchises include Little Caesars, Domino's, Pizza Hut, and Molly Maid. What is a brand? A brand is a unique and recognizable identity associated with a product, service, or company, which distinguishes it from others in the market, often encompassing a combination of name, design, symbol, and reputation that creates a specific perception in the minds of consumers. Essentially, it's how people perceive and feel about a company or its offerings beyond just its features. While a logo is a visual representation of a brand, the brand itself is the overall perception and associations customers have with a product or company. A brand is built through consistent messaging, marketing efforts, customer experiences, and the overall reputation of the company. A strong brand can create significant value for a company by fostering customer loyalty and allowing for premium pricing with these big brands. Someone took a successful formula and replicated it, creating opportunities for others. This replication allows entrepreneurs to tap into an established brand and operational model. That's the power of franchising. It leverages the success of an existing business model, providing a framework that can be replicated in different locations. There are many reasons individuals decide to formalize their operation into a business entity. A variety of entity structures are available for business owners to use to accomplish the goals/objectives of their operation. Some operators use an informal operating joint venture instead of a formalized entity. Tax and transition planning are some of the most common goals of an entity. However, it is important to not only consider the tax implications, but also keep in mind the overarching goals and strategic plan for your entity. Common entity types 1, General Partnership 2, Limited Liability Partnership, LLC LLP 3, Corporation, C Corporation or S Corporation. Each entity structure has its own set of startup procedures, compliance, and tax implications. Please see Table 1 for a brief overview of general requirements for each entity type. Steps to creating your Entity 1. Select your company name 2. File Articles of Incorporation, Corporation, or Articles of Organization, LC, A. $150 routine filing fee, can pay an additional $100 for expedited processing. Corporation B, $150 routine filing fee, can pay an additional $100 for expedited processing. For most LLCs, C. Must pay by credit debit card D, Illinois. Secretary of State payment, processing fee is 2 to 3%. 1. Apply for an EIN through the IRS website A. Lawyer or accountant can assist in applying for your EIN B1. Open a bank account A. Use the new EIN for your Entity 1. Complete bylaws corporation or operating agreement LLC A. Having your business arrangements and agreements written in black and white diminishes the possibility of future conflict with business partners. Record keeping. Your newly formed entity will have its own set of records that will need to be tracked accordingly. These records will be used to complete any necessary tax filings. Some entities create a corporate veil of liability protection for their owners, LLC, C Corporation, S Corporation. The corporate veil provides a barrier between your personal assets and those of the business. That veil of protection can be pierced if you commingle personal transactions with the entity's transactions. An example would be buying a personal pool using the entity's bank account. If that happens, your personal assets could be at risk during litigation against your business entity. This issue can be prevented by taking appropriate distributions, salaries, or dividends from your entity to pay for personal expenses. The process can be challenging but very manageable with proper planning and assistance. At times, entities can help reduce the risk to your personal assets. Keeping good records is extremely important for entity owners. Forming an entity is an important decision and one that requires careful consideration and planning. It is important to consult with your tax and legal professionals in order to determine the best course of action for your business. We will get more into this on another tape. A trademark is a word, phrase, symbol, design, or combination of these elements that identifies the source of goods or services, essentially distinguishing a company or product from its competitors in the market, and can be legally protected through registration with the relevant intellectual property office to prevent others from using similar marks. To register a trademark, you typically need to conduct a trademark search, file an application with the appropriate agency, like the USPTO in the United States, and pay the required fees, providing details about your mark and the goods or services it identifies. Key points about trademarks: what it can be, a word, phrase, logo, symbol, design, or a combination of these elements. Purpose: to identify the source of a product or service and differentiate it from competitors. Protection: registering a trademark grants exclusive rights to use that mark in connection with the specified goods or services. Registration process: search: conduct a trademark search to ensure your chosen mark isn't already in use. Application: file a trademark application with the relevant intellectual property office, including details like the mark itself, the goods or services it identifies, and the filing basis, use in commerce or intent to use. Review and examination: the trademark office will review your application and may examine it for potential conflicts with existing trademarks. Registration: if approved, your trademark will be registered, giving you legal protection against infringement. Do you need to hire an attorney to federally register a trademark? No. You do not need an attorney to file an application for registration of a trademark with the United States Patent and Trademark Office, USPTO. That being said, you really ought to hire an attorney if you can afford one. Should you get an LLC first or a trademark? Yes, you should get an LLC first before a trademark because the trademark application will need to identify the LLC as the trademark owner. You should create an LLC or business entity before you file a trademark application. When filing an application to trademark your business name on a federal level through the USPTO, you should count on paying between $250 and $750. According to the USPTO website, the trademark fees you'll pay depend on the number of trademarks you seek. Trademarks are a relatively low-cost investment to effectively protect your business interests while preserving consumer trust and confidence in your products or services. At its core, a trademark is a source identifier and used to create brand recognition and loyalty among consumers in the marketplace. Location is key in business means that the physical place where a company is situated plays a crucial role in its success, significantly impacting factors like customer access, visibility, market reach, and overall profitability. Essentially, choosing the right location can be a critical factor in a business's success or failure. Customer accessibility. A good location makes it easy for customers to find and reach your business, leading to increased foot traffic and sales. Market demographics. The location can influence the type of customers you attract based on the demographics of the area. Brand perception. A prime location can enhance your brand image and perceived value. Competition. Analyzing competitor locations can help you choose a strategic spot to gain an advantage. Cost considerations. Rent and operating costs can vary significantly depending on the location. Location plays a huge role in attracting and retaining the best employees, many of whom keep a close eye on where they're based in order to optimize work-life balance. Good location decisions can significantly boost a company's long-term performance. Location is key with any kind of hustles. If people like what you got and they know where to find you, your business will be successful. But remember, it's not a guaranteed win. Success in franchising, like any business, requires effort, dedication, and strategic planning. Franchising has risks, just like any business. There are no shortcuts to success, and challenges will inevitably arise. you need to understand the commitment involved. It's about more than just following a system. It's about being prepared to invest time, money, and energy. It's about investing in a system, following the rules, and working hard. Adhering to the franchise guidelines is crucial for maintaining the brand's reputation and ensuring operational success. Are you ready to put in the work? The journey of franchising demands a proactive attitude and a willingness to learn and adapt. If so, franchising might be your path to entrepreneurial success. With the right mindset and dedication, you can turn the dream of business ownership into a reality, leveraging the strengths of a proven system to achieve your goals. Franchising is like a partnership. A franchising partnership is a business arrangement where two or more individuals invest together in a franchise, meaning they share ownership and responsibility for operating a business under a recognized brand name, with each partner contributing capital, expertise, or both while following the established business model of the franchisor. Essentially, it's a partnership where the business being run is a franchise rather than an independent venture. Key points about franchising partnerships: shared ownership. Multiple partners share the ownership of the franchise. Contribution of skills. Partners may contribute different skills and expertise to the business. Profit sharing. Profits from the franchise are divided among the partners. Franchise agreement. The partnership operates under a franchise agreement with the franchisor, which outlines the rights and responsibilities of the franchisee. Example: two friends decide to open a local Subway franchise together, each contributing capital and sharing the responsibilities of managing the store. Franchising is a unique business relationship where both parties have a vested interest in the success of the venture. You, the franchisee, invest in a proven business model that's already well in the game. A franchisee is a business owner who is licensed to operate a branded outlet of a retail chain. The franchisee pays a fee to the franchisor for the right to sell its established products and use its trademarks and proprietary knowledge. This means you are putting your money, time, and effort into a business that has already demonstrated its potential for success. The franchisor, the company behind the brand, provides the blueprint for success. A franchisor is a company or person that grants a third party the right to use their brand, intellectual property, or expertise to open a new location and sell products or services. The franchisor is the original business that sells the right to use its name and idea. Here are some things a franchisor does. Provides training. A franchisor creates training programs and operating manuals to help the franchisee learn how to set up the location and run the day-to-day operations. Supports the franchisee. A franchisor provides ongoing support to the franchisee. Discloses the FDD. A franchisor must disclose the franchise disclosure document, FDD, to a prospective franchisee no later than 14 days before signing a franchise agreement. The relationship between a franchisor and a franchisee is outlined in a franchise agreement, which is a legally binding contract. The agreement specifies trade name usage and territorial rights. The franchisee's obligations, such as adhering to brand standards and operating within the franchise system. What the franchisor expects from the franchisee in terms of how they operate every part of their business. Some examples of franchise businesses are Wingstop and KFC. They have spent years perfecting their business model, and they offer you the benefit of their experience and expertise. Think of it like a recipe. Just as a recipe provides detailed instructions to create a delicious dish, the franchisor provides a detailed plan to create a successful business that's already well in the game. The franchisor gives you the ingredients and instructions. The franchise founder refers to the individual or company that created and established a business model, which can be franchised, essentially allowing others to operate businesses under their brand name and using their established systems, in exchange for a fee and adherence to specific guidelines. Essentially, the person who started the original business that is then replicated through franchising. Key points about a franchise founder. Role. They develop the core business concept, brand identity, operational procedures, and marketing strategies that are then shared with franchisees. Relationship with franchisee. The franchise founder is the franchisor, who grants the right to use their brand to the franchisee who operates individual locations. Benefits of franchising. This model allows for rapid expansion of a business by leveraging the investment and local knowledge of franchisees. Some call Martha Matilda Harper the founder of the modern franchising concept. Others lay that title at the feet of Isaac Singer, who was born 4 decades before her and built a formidable network of sewing machine salespeople across North America and Europe. The franchisor owns the overarching brand and allows franchisees to use their branding and business model for a limited period. The franchisor does not own the franchisee's units of business. Franchisors are typically responsible for recruiting and selecting suitable franchisees. Flynn Group, the world's largest franchisee entity, announced Thursday that it acquired 83 Wendy's stores. The company now owns 277 Wendy's restaurants, making it one of the biggest operators in the burger chain system. These ingredients include the brand name, the products or services, the marketing strategies, and the operational procedures. You follow them carefully to create a consistent product. By adhering to the franchisor's guidelines, you ensure that your business delivers the same quality and experience as other franchises in the network. You own the business, but you operate under their established brand and system. This means you get to be your own boss while benefiting from the reputation and support of a larger organization. You benefit from their brand recognition, marketing power, and operational support. The franchisor's established brand helps attract customers, and their marketing efforts drive business to your location. They provide training, guidance, and resources to help you succeed. This includes initial training to get you started and ongoing support to help you navigate challenges and grow your business. But you're not entirely free to do as you please. While you have the autonomy to manage your day-to-day operations, you must adhere to the franchisor's established guidelines and standards. You must follow their rules and standards. These rules are in place to ensure that every franchise location maintains the same level of quality and service. This ensures consistency across all franchise locations. When customers visit any franchise location, they expect the same experience, and it's your job to deliver that. It's about maintaining the integrity of the brand. By following the franchisor's guidelines, you help preserve the brand's reputation and ensure its continued success. In the end, a successful franchise partnership benefits both parties. The franchisor expands their brand reach, and you, the franchisee, get to run a business with a higher chance of success. Together, you create a thriving business that serves the community and generates profits. It's a win-win situation built on mutual trust and shared goals. Visit the franchise headquarters to meet the team and see the operations. Attend Discovery Day. In franchising means a prospective franchisee visits the franchisor's headquarters for a dedicated day to learn in depth about the company's operations, culture, support systems, and overall franchise opportunity, essentially allowing them to assess if they are a good fit for the brand and vice versa before making a decision to invest in a franchise. Key points about a Discovery Day. What is the purpose of Discovery Day? To provide potential franchisees with a comprehensive overview of the franchise system, including details about the business model, training, marketing support, financial aspects, and operational procedures. Who attends Discovery Day? Usually, individuals who have expressed serious interest in a franchise and have likely already reviewed the Franchise Disclosure Document, FDD. What are the activities during the day? Presentations from company executives, tours of existing franchise locations, Kwanda sessions with current franchisees, discussions about the franchisor's culture and values, opportunities to meet with key support staff. What are the benefits for the prospective franchisee? Gain a deep understanding of the franchise business. Assess if the franchise aligns with their goals and capabilities. Evaluate the franchisor's support system and commitment to franchisee success. Benefits for the franchisor. Identify qualified potential franchisees. Gauge the level of interest and commitment from candidates. Present their brand in a positive and detailed manner. For a prospective franchisee, Discovery Day is often the critical moment when the ultimate decision is made to enter into a franchise relationship. Both franchisor and prospect evaluate each other during a full day, sometimes longer, of meetings, interviews, meet and greets, office tours, and other activities. Starting any business requires capital. Franchises are no different. Like we said, in this game, when you talking capital, you talking money. Like my grandpa used to say, it takes money to make money. In business, capital is a broad term that refers to anything that can generate value or benefit for a business or its owner. It can include cash, assets, or other resources that a business can use to fund operations, grow, and innovate. Capital can be used to purchase assets, cover expenses, invest in new opportunities, and meet upcoming expenses. Businesses need to manage their capital efficiently to meet their obligations and expand into new markets. Accountants, economists, and investors use capital to understand the health of a business, and businesses must account for their capital on their financial statements. The difference between a company's assets and liabilities, which measures the company's ability to pay its short-term financial obligations. Capital a business earns from taking out loans and debt. Capital that comes in several forms, including public and private equity, such as shares of stock in the company. The amount of money available to a company for purchasing and selling assets. The initial investment can be substantial, but it's a crucial step towards building a successful enterprise. Before you open your doors, you'll need to invest. This investment isn't just about money. It's about time, effort, and careful planning. First, there's the franchise fee. This is a one-time payment made to the franchisor. Think of it as the cost of admission. It grants you access to the brand's established reputation and proven business model. It gives you the right to use the brand and system. This includes trademarks, proprietary knowledge, and the operational support that comes with being part of a larger network. This fee can range from a few $1,000s to hundreds of thousands, depending on the brand. The franchise fee is typically a flat sum, but the amount can vary depending on the franchise brand and market sector. It's usually between $10,000 and $50,000, but like we say, it can be much higher for well-known brands. The franchise fee is usually paid when the franchise agreement is signed. In addition to the franchise fee, franchisees also pay ongoing royalties to the franchisor. Royalties are usually a percentage of the franchisee's gross sales and are typically between 5% and 10%. Franchisees also have other startup costs, such as leasing or buying a storefront, buying equipment and furnishings, and purchasing supplies and uniforms. High-profile brands with a strong market presence typically command higher fees. Then, there are startup costs. These are the expenses you'll incur to get your franchise up and running. This includes everything from equipment and inventory to leasehold improvements and working capital. Each of these elements is essential to ensure your business operates smoothly from day one. These costs can vary widely, so do your homework. Startup costs are the initial expenses a business incurs before it starts operating and can include supplies and equipment, buying major equipment such as laptops, a point-of-sale (POS) system, or industry-specific equipment. Marketing, costs to promote the business, which can be flexible and include free social media tools. Permits and licenses, fees to apply for federal or state licensing or permits. Office space, rental or purchase of office or retail space. Legal fees, costs associated with forming the business, such as filing articles of incorporation or organization. Travel, costs to secure prospective distributors, suppliers, or customers. Salaries and fees for executives, consultants, or other professional services. Initial inventory, costs to purchase inventory. Startup costs can vary significantly between businesses. They can have a major impact on a startup's early financial health, so understanding them can help with planning, seeking finance, and increasing the chances of business success. The IRS considers startup expenses to be investments in the future of a business, and most of them can be deducted or amortized on a corporate tax return. This can help new businesses reduce their tax burden by spreading the tax impact of big purchases over time. The startup cost for a McDonald's franchise typically ranges between $1 million and $2.3 million, with the initial franchise fee being $45,000. However, the exact cost depends on the location and size of the restaurant, including factors like construction, equipment, signage, and decor. Key points about McDonald's startup costs. Franchise fee, $45,000. Total investment range, $1 million to $2.3 million. Factors affecting cost: location, restaurant size, construction needs, equipment selection, signage, and decor. Liquid assets required. McDonald's typically requires potential franchisees to have at least $500,000 in liquid assets. According to Burger King's franchise information, the initial franchise fee to open a Burger King is $50,000. but the total startup cost can range from around $230,000 to over $4 million depending on the restaurant format and location, including real estate, construction, equipment, and other operational expenses. Key points about Burger King startup costs. Franchise fee, $50,000. Minimum net worth requirement, $1 million. Minimum liquid assets. Requirement, $500,000. There are many other cheaper franchises. We just wanted to give you an idea of what we are working with. Keep in mind, we have the family investment team. This is where me and my 3 sisters created a money investment pot. Also, you can get the money from the bank as a loan if need be. While operating a Chick-fil-A restaurant franchise costs a modest $10,000 initial financial commitment, it requires a holistic commitment to own and operate the business in a hands-on manner. To learn more about franchise opportunities, requirements, cost, and more, visit our franchise page. Secured financing, also known as a secured loan, is a type of credit that uses collateral to secure a loan. The collateral is a valuable asset that the lender can seize if the borrower defaults on the loan. Secured loans are less risky for lenders because they can take the collateral if the borrower can't repay the loan. This allows lenders to offer more favorable terms, such as lower interest rates. Secured loans often have lower interest rates than unsecured loans. Longer terms, lenders may be willing to lend more over a longer term for secured loans. More relaxed application requirements. Secured loans may have more relaxed application requirements than unsecured loans. Common examples of secured loans include mortgages, home equity loans, and installment loans. The value of the collateral is a key factor in determining the amount of the loan. The lender will also monitor and control the collateral and may require third-party validation. SBA loans. The Small Business Administration offers loans with competitive interest rates and long repayment terms. Small Business Administration, SBA loans, are loans that are partially guaranteed by the U.S. government to help small businesses get funding. SBA loans can be used for many business purposes, including purchasing equipment, refinancing debt, or starting a new business. The SBA guarantees a portion of the loan, which reduces the risk for lenders and allows them to provide capital to businesses that may not qualify for traditional loans. The SBA has several loan programs, including the 7A loan program, which is the SBA's primary business loan program. SBA loans can offer favorable terms and remove some of the barriers to traditional financing options. Interest rates are typically prime rate plus anywhere from 0 to a maximum of 2.75%. The SBA offers disaster assistance loans to help businesses recover from a declared disaster, including physical damage loans, mitigation assistance, and economic injury disaster loans. Business line of credit. This allows you to access capital as needed. A business line of credit is a flexible loan that allows a business to borrow money up to a certain limit and only pay interest on the amount borrowed. It's similar to a credit card, but unlike a traditional loan where a business receives a lump sum of money to pay back, a line of credit allows a business to borrow money as needed. Here are some things to know about business lines of credit. How does it work? A bank or lender approves a business for a certain amount or limit. The business can then withdraw funds from the line of credit as needed, and interest only accrues on the amount borrowed. When the business pays back funds, the credit becomes available again. Business lines of credit can be secured or unsecured. Secured lines require the business to use assets as collateral, while unsecured lines don't. Unsecured lines usually have lower credit limits and higher interest rates. Business lines of credit can be revolving or have a fixed end date. Revolving lines can be used again and again as long as the business is in good standing and stays within its credit limit. Business lines of credit are often funded faster than traditional loans, and some online lenders can provide funds within a business day. A business line of credit can be used for a variety of purposes, such as inventory or repairs. Business term loans. These loans typically have terms of 3 to 5 years and require monthly repayments. A business term loan is a type of financing where a business borrows a lump sum of money from a lender to be paid back over a set period of time, plus interest. Business term loans are similar to personal loans but are designed specifically for business purposes. Research thoroughly to understand what you'll need and how much it will cost. Factor in legal and accounting fees too. These professionals will help you navigate the complexities of franchise agreements and financial planning. It's essential to have professionals guide you through the process. Their expertise can save you time and money and help you avoid costly mistakes. Remember, this is an investment in your future. The initial costs may seem daunting, but they are a stepping stone to long-term success. Make sure you have the financial resources to get started. Proper planning and adequate funding are key to turning your franchise dreams into reality. Owning a franchise is not a one-time expense. You'll have ongoing costs to cover even after you open, like labor. Royalties are regular payments to the franchisor. They're typically a percentage of your sales. Think of it as rent for using their brand and system. Advertising fees contribute to national or regional marketing campaigns. This helps maintain brand awareness and drive customers to your door. You'll also have regular operating expenses like any other business. This includes rent, utilities, supplies, and payroll. Before you sign, understand all the fees involved. Ask yourself, can I realistically afford these ongoing costs and still make a profit? Fast food restaurants primarily make money by selling a high volume of relatively inexpensive food items with high profit margins, particularly on drinks like soda, by keeping food costs low through bulk buying, efficient operations, and often selling additional add-ons or meal combos, all while relying on a large customer base drawn to convenience and affordability. They also benefit from franchise models where the corporation earns income from lease fees and franchise fees on top of food sales. Soda and other fountain drinks often have very high profit margins due to the low cost of ingredients like syrup and water compared to the selling price. Volume sales. Fast food chains sell a large volume of food items, allowing them to benefit from economies of scale and lower per-unit costs. Low food costs. By purchasing ingredients in bulk and utilizing standardized menu items, fast food restaurants can keep their food costs relatively low. Upselling in combos. Encouraging customers to add additional items like fries or drinks to their meal can significantly increase profit per customer. Franchise model. Many fast food chains operate on a franchise model where individual owners pay fees to the corporation for the right to operate a restaurant, generating additional revenue for the company. Real estate ownership. Large chains like McDonald's often own the land where their restaurants are located, generating additional income from property leases. Working within the lines franchisor control. Franchising offers a proven system, but, it comes with limitations. Franchisors have control over how you operate your business. They set the standards for everything from products and services to marketing and customer service. You must adhere to their guidelines. This ensures consistency across the brand, but it also means less freedom for you. You can't just change the menu or run promotions as you please. You're buying into a system, and you need to be comfortable operating within those boundaries. Ask yourself, am I okay with following someone else's rules? Doing your homework due diligence is key. Buying a franchise is a big decision. Don't rush into it without doing your research. This is where due diligence comes in. Thoroughly investigate the franchise opportunity. Talk to existing franchisees. Ask about their experiences, the level of support from the franchisor, and their financial performance. Review the franchise disclosure document, also known as the FDD. This document provides detailed information about the franchise, including costs, fees, litigation history, and financial performance representations. The FDD, your franchise roadmap. The FDD stands for the Franchise Disclosure Document. The FDD is your guide to the franchise opportunity. It's packed with crucial information. Take the time to read it carefully. Pay close attention to item 19. This section often contains financial performance representations, but be cautious. These are just examples, not guarantees of your potential earnings. Look for any litigation history. Have there been lawsuits between the franchisor and franchisees? This could be a red flag. Don't hesitate to ask for clarification on anything you don't understand. Hire a franchise attorney to review the FDD with you. They can help you identify potential risks and negotiate favorable terms. A Franchise Disclosure Document, FDD, is a legal document that provides potential franchisees with information about a franchisor and the franchise opportunity. The FDD is required by the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, as part of the pre-sale due diligence process. The FDD is not a legally binding contract, but it is important to review it carefully before signing the franchise agreement. The FDD should be reviewed within 14 days of receiving it to allow the potential franchisee to understand the terms, investment amount, and obligations. The FDD provides valuable insights into the franchisor and the franchise opportunity, including estimated initial investment, franchisee obligations, information about outlets, and insights into the franchisor's offerings and the overall health of the organization. It is recommended to examine the FDD with industry experts like franchise attorneys and accountants, making the decision weighing risks and rewards. Franchising offers a path to business ownership, but it's not without risks. Weigh the potential rewards against the challenges before making a decision. On the plus side, you're tapping into a proven system with brand recognition and support. This can give you a head start compared to starting a business from scratch, but you're also giving up some control. You must follow the franchisor's rules and pay ongoing fees. Carefully consider your financial situation, risk tolerance, and entrepreneurial spirit. Are you comfortable with the franchise model and the specific brand you're considering? Ready to dive in? Final tips for success. Decided that franchising is right for you? Here are some final tips. Choose a franchise that aligns with your passion and skills. Be prepared to work hard and follow the system. Build a strong relationship with your franchisor. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Franchising can be a rewarding path to business ownership. By doing your research, understanding the risks, and choosing wisely, you can increase your chances of success. Evaluating your finances is the process of reviewing your financial situation to understand your overall financial picture. It can help you identify areas for improvement, set financial goals, and make adjustments to your budget. You can evaluate your finances by reviewing your income and expenses. Look at your checking and credit card statements and analyze your spending patterns. Assessing your debt and credit score. Consider your current debt and credit score. Evaluating your savings and emergency fund. Make sure you have enough saved to cover emergencies, like car repairs or job loss. Setting financial goals. Consider goals like paying off debt, saving for retirement, or saving for a down payment on a home, creating a financial plan. Develop a comprehensive plan to help you achieve your financial goals. You can conduct a financial review annually or semi-annually. You can also reevaluate your budget more frequently, like weekly or quarterly, to review your expenses, measure your progress, and recalculate your net income. A franchise applicant approval process is a series of steps a potential franchisee must go through to be vetted and ultimately approved by a franchisor to operate a business under their brand, which involves submitting an application, undergoing financial reviews, background checks, interviews, and reviewing the franchise disclosure document, FDD, to assess their suitability and compatibility with the company's standards and values. Key elements of the process: initial contact and inquiry. Potential franchisee expresses interest and receives initial information about the franchise opportunity. Application. Submission. Completing a detailed application form providing personal, business, and financial information. Franchise disclosure document, FDD. Review. Receiving and thoroughly reviewing the FDD, a legal document outlining all aspects of the franchise business, including financials, operations, and legal details. Preliminary screening. Initial evaluation of the application based on basic criteria like financial qualifications and business experience. Discovery day, interview. Meeting with franchisor representatives to discuss the business model, ask questions, and assess the applicant's understanding and fit with the brand. In-depth financial review. Detailed analysis of the applicant's financial statements, credit history, and ability to fund the franchise fee and ongoing operational costs. Site evaluation. Assessing the potential location for the franchise business, considering factors like demographics, market potential, and competition. Background checks. Conducting background checks on the applicant and key individuals involved in the business. Legal review. Reviewing and negotiating the franchise agreement with legal counsel. Final approval. If the applicant meets all criteria, the franchisor grants final approval to operate a franchise. Important considerations. Franchisee qualifications. The specific requirements for approval vary depending on the franchise brand, but typically include strong financial standing, relevant business experience, and a commitment to the brand's values. Transparency is key. Franchisors are required to provide comprehensive information about the business through the FDD, allowing potential franchisees to make informed decisions. Mutual fit. The approval process should be beneficial for both the franchisor and the franchisee, ensuring a compatible partnership for long-term success. A franchise development team is a group within a company responsible for strategizing and managing the process of expanding the business by franchising, which involves recruiting potential franchisees, developing franchise agreements, overseeing the opening of new locations, and providing ongoing support to franchise owners to ensure brand consistency and successful operations across the franchise network. Key points about a franchise development team: focus on growth. Their primary goal is to grow the franchise system by identifying suitable candidates to become franchisees and facilitating the expansion into new markets. Legal and operational expertise. They work closely with legal teams to develop franchise agreements, operations manuals, and ensure compliance with franchise regulations. Marketing and sales. They develop marketing strategies to attract potential franchisees, manage lead generation, and present the franchise opportunity effectively. Training and support. They provide comprehensive training programs for new franchise owners on operating the business according to brand standards and best practices. Market analysis. They research potential markets, identify ideal locations for new franchise units, and assess market viability. Who might be part of a franchise development team? Franchise development manager leads the team and oversees the entire franchise development process. Franchise sales representatives, responsible for identifying and qualifying potential franchisees, presenting the franchise opportunity, and managing the sales process. Area developers, focus on specific geographic regions, identifying potential franchisees within those areas, and managing the development of new units. Legal counsel, provides legal expertise on franchise agreements and compliance issues. Operations specialists, develop and maintain the franchise operations manual, ensuring consistency across all locations. The franchise development process is a strategic plan that involves transforming a business into a franchisable format, including assessing its potential, developing legal documents like a franchise disclosure document, FDD, creating an operations manual, designing a marketing strategy to attract franchisees, and providing ongoing support to ensure the successful operation of new franchise units across different locations. Essentially, it's the process of turning a single business into a network of franchise locations by recruiting and managing franchisees. Key elements of the franchise development process. Business assessment. Evaluating if the business model is suitable for franchising, considering factors like scalability, replicability, and profitability. Legal compliance. Developing and registering the FDD, protecting trademarks, and ensuring compliance with relevant franchise laws. Operations manual creation, documenting detailed procedures, standards, and training guidelines for franchisees to follow. Franchise sales strategy, identifying target markets, creating marketing materials, and developing a sales process to attract potential franchisees. Site selection, assisting franchisees in finding suitable locations for their franchise units. Training and support, providing comprehensive training programs for new franchisees and ongoing operational support. Quality control, monitoring franchise operations to maintain consistency and brand standards. Franchisee relationship management, building strong relationships with franchisees to address concerns and foster a collaborative environment. Establish operations standards and manuals means to create a set of documented guidelines and procedures that outline how a company or organization should consistently perform its day-to-day operations, often compiled into a comprehensive manual, ensuring everyone follows the same methods and standards for quality and efficiency. Key points about establishing operations standards and manuals. Documentation of processes. It involves writing down detailed instructions for all critical tasks, including how to handle specific situations, from customer service interactions to equipment maintenance. Consistency across the organization. By having a standardized manual, everyone in the company is working according to the same set of rules and procedures, minimizing errors and promoting uniformity. Training tool. The manual serves as a primary reference point for new employees to learn their roles and responsibilities, and for existing employees to refresh their knowledge. What might be included in an operations manual: company policies and procedures, guidelines for decision-making, employee conduct, safety protocols, and compliance with regulations. Job descriptions and responsibilities, clear outlines of what each role entails and who is accountable for specific tasks. Emergency response plans, instructions for handling critical situations like accidents or technical issues. Quality control standards, specifications for product quality and how to monitor and maintain them. Communication protocols, how to effectively communicate within the organization, including reporting procedures. Signing the franchise agreement means formally committing to opening a franchise business by legally signing a contract with the franchisor, which outlines the terms and conditions under which you can operate a business using their brand and trademark, including your responsibilities, fees, and operational guidelines. Key points about a franchise agreement. Legal document. It's a legally binding contract that establishes the relationship between the franchisee, you, and the franchisor, the company granting the franchise. Details included: the agreement specifies details like the franchise fee, royalty payments, territory rights, marketing obligations, brand standards you must follow, and procedures for operating the business. Review before signing. Before signing, carefully review the entire agreement with legal counsel to fully understand your rights and obligations. The franchise agreement is the legal agreement executed between the franchisor and franchisee that creates the legal foundation for the franchise relationship. It defines the parties' rights, obligations, and protections. Once you're satisfied with the terms and have financing, you can sign the agreement. You should also consider the time commitment involved, especially if you want to be hands-on. The distance to the next closest franchise location, expansion opportunities, researching the market to ensure there's opportunity, interviewing franchisors to make sure they're genuinely concerned about your success, royalty fees, which are usually a percentage of your gross sales. To start your own franchise, you can follow these steps. Identify a business opportunity. Research the market, competitors, and current owners. Create a business plan. Your business model should be clear and easy to follow. Secure financing. Most franchisees need financing, often in the form of a bank loan. Many franchisors require a certain net worth and liquid assets. Choose a location. Consider foot traffic, demographics, competition, and accessibility. You should also check with the franchisor for any specific requirements. Protect your intellectual property. Take steps to protect your business's intellectual property. Prepare a financial disclosure document, FDD. File or register your FDD. Draft a franchise agreement. Once your application is approved, you'll receive a franchise agreement to sign. Create an operational manual. Compile a manual for franchisees to teach them how to copy your success. Set sales goals. Create a strategy to achieve your sales goals. You can also watch this video to learn more about how to prepare to franchise your business. To buy a franchise, you can follow these steps. 1. Evaluate your finances. Determine how much money you can afford to invest, including the initial franchise fee and ongoing costs. You can consider using savings, severance, or retirement savings. 1. Research franchises. Look into franchise opportunities through directories, expos, and industry publications. You can also talk to current franchisees to learn about their time commitment and the business. 1. Review the franchise disclosure document, FDD. The FDD is a crucial document that the franchisor should provide. It includes information about startup and ongoing costs and what you can expect to earn. 1. Attend Discovery Day. Visit the franchise headquarters to meet the team and see the operations. 1. Secure financing. You can explore options like SBA loans. The Small Business Administration offers loans with competitive interest rates and long repayment terms. Business line of credit. This allows you to access capital as needed. Business term loans. These loans typically have terms of 3 to 5 years and require monthly repayments. 1. Hire a franchise attorney and accountant. These professionals can help you understand the legal and financial implications of the franchise. 1. Sign the franchise agreement. Once you're satisfied with the terms and have financing, you can sign the agreement. You should also consider the time commitment involved, especially if you want to be hands-on. the distance to the next closest franchise location, expansion opportunities, developing an exit plan.